back to another episode of From Me to You. I am Abigail Lusimeri for those who are new here. And on today's episode, we're going to be discussing about how to fighting depression. Have you ever been into depression? Have you been depressed? The answer is yes for me. I have been into depression. I have been depressed, but I came out of that depression. So I'm going to share 4 ways to fight depression. The first video I did was about a change of vocation for me. What I wanted so badly, I ended up leaving it for another thing that I never planned to be. So I was depressed at the time of transition. When I need to leave that life to another life, I was depressed. I went through depression. I know some persons will be like, you're a strong woman, I'm so happy for you. You just made the decision and you took the step, you left, and then you picked your life up and you are good now. Look at the way you're living. But I never knew that I was depressed at one point in my life. Yes, guys, I was depressed. You know, everything you do, you feel like you are useless, you are worthless. The sorrow is piled up in there, the pain is piled up, the anger is piled up. You get what I'm saying? You know, you feel like you're a failure. These people are saying this about you. You're hearing this about yourself. You're hearing that about yourself. You are so hurt within, and everything is up here. The first thing to do is to cry out loud. Once I went out into the open, where I knew nobody would listen to me, I'm just there with nature, with the trees, with the birds, moving up and down, and I opened my mouth and I cried out loud. I cried with strength, with all the power, the mind that I have in. The tears came out, the pain was pulling out. I was saying what I needed to say. You could feel it. I felt it within. After I did that, I felt it within that. Yes, something is off my shoulder. Something is off my head. A burden is taken out of me. You cry that sorrow out, the pain, you speak, even when you knew there's no physical person there listening to you, but God is listening. God is listening. He feels the pain you're going through. He feels the sorrow you are going through. He knows that you're going through something that is more than you at that point. And definitely, He's going to come for help. And that is why the Bible said what? When you knock, the door will be open. When you ask, you're going to receive. And when you seek, you find. So by the moment you cry out loud, you let out that pain, you speak to Him alone who knows the depths of your pain, the depths of your sorrow, the depths of your misery. He alone knows it. People outside are just looking at you, but God alone knows it. When you cry out loud, you pick yourself up. You are renewed. The strength is renewed. And then you will have the courage to do the second thing. And the second thing to do is to talk to someone. Yes, after you have cried it out, spoken to God the way you want to speak to Him, then you talk to someone. It may be a counselor or someone you know can give you advice that will help you. It's not everybody you talk to at that point in your life. You need to select those you talk to. Because if you talk to the wrong person, you will never get out of depression. You will still be in depression. You free yourself, and you get advice. The person might counsel you. Maybe that person has also gone through depression. The person will know what's best to tell you. Yeah, because if you've not gone through something, you will not really understand what that is. So the person will tell you what is going to be good for you, and then you pick the ones that will really help you. So this is what will push us to number 3. The third thing to do while we are fighting depression is not to be idle. Like just say, when you are idle, a lot of negative things comes in. But when you are busy, those things could hardly get into you. So when you are busy doing one thing or the other, do not just remain in your room. Don't just lock that door and stay in there. Go out. Even if there's no one else to talk to, go out, move out, get the fresh air outside. Look at people. Just go and stand somewhere. Look at the way people are laughing or dancing, doing whatever. Smile and come back home. You see that there's a lot in you that will be lifted. There's a lot in you that will be lifted. And this is what will push us to number 4. And number 4 is move away from persons that are not helpful to you at that point, or persons that always remind you of your mistakes. These are persons we wouldn't want to be with while we are depressed, because we will always be in depression if we are with people like this. People that, there are some persons that are self-righteous. I don't know, they feel that they never make mistake. They are 100% okay. They are like this, they're like that. They follow the rules, they follow God's commandments. Why will you do this? They'll always remind you, why will you do that? Why will you do that? Forgetting that at one point in life, we all fail. We all fail. We all make mistakes. But what is important to God is how we pick up ourselves after that failure, after that mistake. So, move away from persons that remind you of how unfortunate your life is, of how frustrated you are, of how scattered your life is, of how, what have you, of the evil side, the bad side. They always see the bad side. They will never see the good side. Move away from persons like that. So when you move away from persons like that, you will open the space for people to come in and keep you company as you journey through your life stories. So sweetheart, these are the 4 ways to fight depression that I used for myself, and it worked for me. And whatever it is you're going through, whatever it is has its end. When everything starts, it has its ending. Whatever has begun, that is to say, the ending is near. So hang in there. Trust in God. Hold on to God. Keep positive friends around you. Let your life be positive, your thoughts be positive, and you're going to get over that phase, and you're going to be a testimony to others. So see you in my next video. Love yourself. Sweetheart, love yourself. You need to do that, because if you can do that, you can't love someone else. Bye for now.